Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Namadhu wa nasalli ala Rasul al-Kareem. Dr. Ali Salman, excellent Mr. Petter, my very old friend Dr. Manzoor here, and Mr. Shaddad and Mr. Rajpur, and many other distinguished excellencies, ladies and gentlemen of this distinguished gathering. This today's topic of prime, very important. You see, we all have been discussing about investment since long, and up to now we are making some changes and doing some effort to promote our investment and that of export and business, all these things, and under the guidance of our visionary Prime Minister, who has dedicated his efforts since last 20 months, and things have started improving. We have made some efforts to initiate investment facilities, to have a launch facilitation center recently, and then there's deregulations. We are working on it a lot. Our Board of Investment is doing a lot along with the efforts of SIFC. Recently, we made these regulations. We studied and we recommended a lot, about 80% of our total deregulation under very efficient working of Mrs. Scott, who has worked in many other countries for deregulations. And we recently successfully had our legislation in National Assembly, that of Asaan Program unit, which we are having, and then again with the Senate. That was pending since long, and we have made these efforts. And then this unit will be formed in our Board of Investment office. The things in Pakistan, you see, we have been studying since long. I know Dr. Manzoor here. He has made a lot of efforts for simplification, for deregulation, and to enhance our investment and to enhance our exports. But up to now, not significant results have been achieved. In our region, I am witness to China. I visited China 12th November, today's 12th November, the same, exactly 53 years ago in 1972. At that time, hundreds of people used to come to see our faces. Chinese, they did not have television worldwide. They did not know anyone outside China. And then it was very strange. They thought that we are some different creature. We are having different clothes and living standard and all that. And since that, I have noticed that China has brought 600 to 700 million people out of poverty. That is a great achievement. Any political party, I have been President Karachi Chamber of Commerce Industries long back in 1987, 38 years ago. And my family is in business since more than 140 years. I knew about business. We have been discussing business while I was a child, and we were learning all things about philosophy and background of business. But and then later on I became president, I mentioned you earlier, and I found that many government ministers used to visit us, and we just gave them our demands and our bottlenecks regarding business promotions. So, but nothing could happen. At that time I felt that the government could do a lot more things. And then no one from my family was in politics. I decided to contest elections from my hometown, Chenyot. And it was very difficult because only few families were in business since last 150 years in those areas. Those were big landlords, and people were just asking me that it is an uphill task and it is very difficult. You don't go. Even my father and my family was not in favor. But I thought that this is the forum. If I go to that forum of National Assembly, we can do something and we could improve our economy and the things I used to witness when every year I used to go twice or thrice to China, and I saw their developments, and every time I found there was a lot of change. But they made a huge contribution towards education. That was my initial thinking about. They gave education, technical education, and education which was useful for their business to each and every person. And that was the actual secret what happened there. Anyhow, we have been witnessing our neighbors. I visited frequently to countries like Southeast Asia, Thailand, and Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Philippines. So all those countries, our neighboring country, India, of course, and later on Bangladesh. So all those countries made export-led growth. Their exports increased. Now Vietnam, after war, presently their export is $500 billion US, while Pakistan is at present $32 billion. And India exports hugely increase. And even investments in those, that was the secret of export, was that they made value-added exports, which was led by the investment. Huge foreign direct investment was attracted in those countries, and then they made some technologies. They added technologies in that, and there was investments. We in Pakistan, mainly our businessmen, mainly made effort in the local market, and we had at that time we were given a lot of incentive on imported tariffs. And that was the reason that most of our industries were protected, and they could not have substantial size and to grow for the export. Our main textile industry was developed, and that main was, of course, some export was there, but the local market was also lucrative. So I was yesterday in a dinner hosted by President of Pakistan. I was sitting with the Commerce Minister. So he mentioned that he thought that the reason is that why our exports could not enhance, that we mainly give more specialize our industry to the local market, and that was substantial market. Chinese export is $5 trillion, 5,000 billion, and ours is 32 or 120 times of Pakistan import is that of China. And I told you about their initial how they progress. They give a promotion to the business whenever. Even we witness. I myself am the witness, and myself had business with them, that whenever there was some contracts, we made the contracts with Chinese, and the prices were in our favor. We established LCs, but while the prices were not in our favor, many Pakistani used to go to China. Pakistan and China had that long relation. Other countries had relation with China later on. They did not know about Chinese market, but we did not utilize the benefit of having a good relation with China. We just imported from China, and even today, more than $20 billion of our import is from China, and export is negligible, like $3 billion. So we made a trading business, and we did not made interest in the Chinese investment to be attracted, while even there was a scope to invest in China. Many countries who benefited a lot, they invested in, like US, Japan, Korea, all those countries invested in China. And we had relations much longer than those countries, but we could not get benefit of those relations from China. And we mainly gave our attention, I being myself involved in business with China, I had been visiting more than 50 times there. So I mean to say that our attention was just on protection, as Dr. Manzoor has many times vigorously mentioned, but that this is not the way to promote industry and to promote investment. We have to get more direct foreign investment. We should reduce our tariffs, and that should be the way that how important export business is promoted. Anyhow, our present government, under the leadership of Prime Minister, they are making a lot of it. I've seen myself that they are giving more attention on this investments and making their total efforts. When we have good now prospects with the investment from China, from US, from Saudi Arabia, from UAE, and I think the things are going improving. I cannot say up to now the results. We are not very successful because our total direct foreign investment is $2.5 billion, while our neighboring country, UAE, having just 11 million population, they have investments more than 40 billion this year, last year. So these are the things we have to make effort. The situation is quite ripe. I feel that the things are in favor of Pakistan. Now we are stabilizing our economy, and our business is more attracted now. Our business people are more attracted towards value-added exports, and that can only be achieved with investments. We did our best as a federal minister for Board of Investment. I'm very glad to be in this portfolios. We made the effort under the guidance of our Prime Minister, that of a facilitation center. If you could visit there, that facilitation center, each and every ministry has a deputed one responsible officer there. And now any investor or the entrepreneur has to visit that office, and they just has not to go to each office like FBR, SCCP, or State Bank, or all those big those organizations. So if they visit facilitation center, that particular every ministry has responsible officers there, and then the things can be sorted out. And then we are having one portal that we're planning to have, that investment portal, and that will be initiated. Recently, our bill for Asaan Program unit that they approved last week from Senate, and I think now we will be making more attention on that unit. And the things, of course, we are trying our best to make improvements, and we hope that very soon we can have better results and things can be improved. So I am glad to address this distinguished August gathering here. That's all. You are knowledgeable people and can guide us. And whenever you feel, you please visit our ministry or our office, and we can have more discussions. We also want to have any person who feel that they can give us good ideas. We are there. We can add you to our list of directors for that. And so I'm very thankful to you to give me this opportunity to talk about my own program of our ministry. So it is pleasure, Dr. Saab. So nice of you. Thank you.